Son las 7. Yeah, good?
Yes. See?
Hey guys, this is Paco Baltazar with the Rogue Interview Show. I'm sorry, I'm kind of still on that. Anyway,
did you say you're unstable?
Thank you to all our followers, listeners, all the guys that support this show.
Yes.
Like Blue Wasabi, for example.
Yes.
Big time. And the team at Blue Wasabi. It's an amazing team.
Sure.
I love that team. The managers, the people that works there. They're so amazing. Oh, my God.
Didn't we just have Blue Wasabi?
We did. We did. We had such good
food. So let me finish. Now let me talk about Flying K.
Barbecue.
Barbecue is amazing.
Best barbecue in the East Valley.
He goes like
in Arizona.
Truck and takes it everywhere and stuff like that.
Oh.
The barbecue he makes is amazing.
Full show.
So
is he a truck? Like food truck?
He is a truck. Is a food truck, but yes, and he also does catering. So smoked barbecue. We had a smoked turkey last Thanksgiving from him.
Yum.
Amazing. But his barbecue is amazing too. And his sides are really good.
As well.
Oh, nice.
So most of the people that help us out are veterans, except Jim. But everybody else,
huge supporter.
He's a huge supporter of vets.
No, that's, I mean, big time.
Mm-hmm.
He's amazing.
Yep.
But yes, it's been really good. Whoopi Brothers.
Whoopi Brothers.
We have them in the house.
Yeah.
A couple times.
Whoopi Brothers of fish. No, never mind. You didn't hear that. Whoopi Brothers and Whoopi Brothers Warriors.
There you go.
Sure. I forget.
It's okay. They'll tag themselves later.
Which one is the other one? The one with Tyler? The Tactical Connecticut.
Kinetics.
Calculated
Kinetics.
Ah,
there you go.
Fucking shit. You gotta change the name, bro. For real, man.
It's hard for him to say because he's Mexican.
Wow.
I'm not calling you out. You're from Mexico. I am
right?
your wife, and you are from Mexico.
Oh,
That's what she gets.
mic drop.
It's hard
She'll
for him.
get dick slapped later on tonight.
It's possible.
Anyway, we have who else do we have here? From?
They got your 6.org.
Got your 6. These guys are amazing too. They're veterans as well.
Yay.
And they have a retail place in Mineola,
Yes.
Texas.
And all of them are not only organizations, but they're all non-profit organizations as well. They give a lot back to the homeless veterans and to other veterans that
Awesome.
Yes.
And veterans.
There's a lot of homeless
yes.
veterans. So these guys buy a bunch of stuff and you bring them to them.
My family's full of veterans. Did I mention that? My
Yes,
dad,
you
my
did
grandfathers, my brother-in-law, uncles, like everyone around me. Awesome.
Amazing.
So full
And you
support.
always support too. I've seen you doing stuff.
Of
for
course.
veterans and you're
Yes.
amazing. So I
Yes, for
appreciate
sure.
that.
For sure.
We have, I think my brother right here for Best in the
For
middle.
Best, yep.
He's there.
Chuco Dog.
I don't know what the hell. You gotta come here, dude.
I know, he needs to come to Arizona. He's
You
from
drive me
Texas.
crazy, bro. You
I
change
know, right?
this and you
Take
come
him to
back
Blue
and-
Wasabi.
Exactly.
Right, he should.
He'll be here.
Would he eat sushi?
If I tell him that I need his help, he'll be here.
You can give him the fake sushi.
There you go. Give him the fake sushi.
No, good sushi. Good sushi.
Wow. We'll just do the chicken and waffle and
Chicken and waffle.
the roll, the
yeah,
fake
those-
sushi.
Oh, the
Hey, don't talk about my
That's
get
good.
clucked because that shit's the bomb. But
So we have who else do we have?
that's it.
You guys, we have a lot of TNT t-shirts. This guy's amazing. These t-shirts are made by him. And this is like the beginning. If you guys see his work, his late work, it's amazing. The printing and all that shit. It's so cool. This is like the first ones he got. But,
Awesome.
yeah, the new one, his new project.
It looks like a really soft shirt. That's important
It's so-
for me.
It's so
I don't know
nice.
why, but
And he's a
like,
veteran too.
And
Awesome.
he's a veteran as well. He's a Marine. So this, all the
Hoorah.
people that we have here is a bunch of
Veterans
guys
or
that want to make it
supporters,
happen
yeah.
as well. So
Awesome.
I might be forgetting something.
Nope, it's
And if
okay.
I do, you guys, please say something mean to me so I can fall in love with that shit.
Yeah, 'cause the only time he responds is if you're mean to him. So
That's the
All
affection
right,
of love.
so now that we got all this stuff out of the way, do you know the people here?
I don't. Tell us who you are.
Would you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, okay. I guess I'll start.
Ladies first.
Yes, I'm Cindy
ladies
Hallas.
first.
I know. I'm going.
She's like,
Trucker.
okay.
Trucker mouth. Yes. Cindy Hallas with Amerifirst and been in the industry for almost 23 years now.
So you started when you were 25.
What's a Mary
Yeah.
first? What's a Mary?
15.
Amerifirst
15.
is a mortgage company. So we're a mortgage banker, local here in Gilbert. And we have a beautiful office here. And this is Lucia Koleski. She's my brand new Spanish-speaking loan officer.
From Mexico.
Nice.
You came all the way from Mexico to
Yeah, I had to go all the way to Mexico to get her.
You're
Yeah.
import expert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
export. For sure.
Import export.
Import expert.
Yeah.
Now, tell me more about the company. Do you guys work with explain to me. I have a 600. What is it? The
Credit score?
shit?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's not good. No, I'm kidding.
I was like, bro.
Nowadays,
Yeah,
the housing market
right.
is crazy, right? So you
Oh,
have to
my
have
gosh.
even better credit score or more money down, right?
Yes. So loan limits are increased. Thank the Lord, because as you guys understand, the market is insane. So almost like homes are up 33% from last year.
From
33%.
Yeah, it's crazy. Houses that I was looking at last year for 500,000 going for 7.
No way.
Yeah, easily. Inventory is very low, which is driving the market and the values. We're still fully qualifying people, which I think is the main criteria. So back in 2007, when the crash, recession, blah, blah, we were making up loans to make sure that people got into a house they didn't qualify for, that kind of stuff. So we're still fully qualified now. Thank
that's
the
good.
Lord.
Well, thank you. I appreciate
But yeah, it is really crazy. We've got a lot of Californians coming buying houses for cash, which makes it really difficult. The first-time home buyers have really been out of the game for a couple years.
I'm getting out of the. Let's say I'm getting out of the military, right? And
Yeah, tough.
it's hard because these guys spend 4 years, 5 years in the military.
Yep,
They come out and they don't have a job
right.
because whatever.
Well, VA loans are a lot more lenient, and we do understand the lifestyle of a veteran and their families and the
when you
impact
say
that
more
it has.
lenient, what do you mean by that?
So, as you were saying, you served the military for 4 years, you come back into society. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
looking over your shoulder going, oh my gosh, who's going to shoot me, right? To society and trying to acclimate to what normal is and trying to get a job into something that's completely different.
So if I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. So,
is-
if you
is
get a
that-
job,
is
you don't
that-
have to have the same criterias.
Oh.
2 years of employment in the same line of work with all this. We just need to show that, first of all, you've been employed, and secondly, that the income is stability, has some
Stable.
stability to be able to sustain and absorb that mortgage.
How long do they
Payment.
have to be employed by? Like, approximately. I don't know. See, all the questions that I'm gonna ask everybody out
Right.
there, they're just fictitious shit. It's
Yeah.
not that. This is what it is. It's not, and we're just making approximations. And
Sure.
We're just playing with numbers and shit.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, talk to these ladies, please.
Yes. So, I mean, it just has to make sense, really, for VA, and especially VA, because again, we really cater to understanding, the lifestyle and what you've been through. The families, even so, the veteran comes out, service, gets a job. He's got a full-time job. He's got an offer letter. We can use that income. Usually, after a couple months of that job and showing that they've been there, we can use that income. Same thing with the wife, because a lot of times military families are moving from state
Yeah.
to state. So wife can get a job and she's shown history of working, even if
Being
it's in
stable.
different lines of work, she's making an effort, or she's having to stay home because she's having to raise a family. Whatever the dynamic is, we truly try to just make
Oh, that's
sense of
kinda
it.
cool.
Well, and as long
So-
as, most likely because they're keeping their credit score up too, right?
Absolutely.
Like that's going to show a lot. If they keep their credit score up, even if they've had to move states and move all
Yeah.
of these things or
But if you
whatever.
don't have a job,
You don't have income to pay
your
mortgage
credit
payment.
goes to shit. So.
It could, yeah. But VA veterans have the lowest default of all loans.
What do you mean by that?
They're-
Explain that to me.
No
Tell me
default.
more.
So, FHA has the highest default, meaning they're late.
Okay.
They go back into loss mitigation, short sale, or
What?
foreclosure.
Really?
Conventional's next, and VA's last.
Wow.
Yeah, VA's 100% financing, no private mortgage insurance. Considered higher risk, but the people, as we know, veterans, responsibility, accountability, all that stuff is so much part of honor, respect, and giving back to the community. They just have a different mindset. They're responsible. It's weird, huh?
They do.
So weird.
They are responsible. I ain't, but they are.
Yeah. That's the Mexican in you.
I don't want to grow up. I refuse to grow up, for real.
Peter Pan syndrome.
I don't,
Yeah.
Peter Pansy.
Oh my goodness.
Is that bad?
No.
Continue.
It's
So
endearing.
anyway, I see you sitting here, super quiet. So
Lucia. Yeah.
So I know she didn't like pick you out of Mexico. So what brought you to America?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
yes.
I came here because I was part of the Mexican Foreign Service for 12 years, and I was posted to Phoenix for 9 years. I think they forgot me here, or I was doing a great job, and they just thought that it was, fruitful for the government and the Mexican community that I continue working here. And I think it
Very
was
valuable.
That was the second one. I originally came as the person in charge of economic affairs.
Okay.
And I was working on that for 6 months, trying to, build connections between the Mexican companies and the American investors and vice versa. But we had a huge kind of customer service issue in the department that is in charge of documents, the issuance of documents. And I worked for Nissan in Mexico. So
Nissan?
Vehicles, yeah,
Okay.
in the vehicle industry. And so I knew more about standardization, customer service, and they wanted me to help to implement some new processes that would make the issuance of documents more efficient, productive, and with
Easier to
better-
get through the
You know
protocol.
that
Oh my
I see
gosh.
you talking. I see her talking, and I can see her brain. I honestly I must be high or something because I can see her brain just going 1,000 miles an hour. Like,
Well,
this is what I
thinking
have
in
to say.
Spanish,
Yes,
but
yes,
translating
this is
in
what I have
English.
to say.
Yeah.
And I can see her concentrating and focusing. This is so fucking cool. 'Cause
Well, she speaks fast in
was
Spanish.
like that because I was so like that.
Yeah.
Like when I was talking to someone, I was like thinking what I was gonna say. Shit, I say that wrong. But now it's automatic. But
Yeah.
before it was so hard.
But Spanish is your first language.
Yes.
So obviously.
And English isn't his second language.
Oh, good
English
Lord.
was his fourth language, right? Because you did Portuguese and you did Italian and
So you know all dialects.
Je parle français aussi un peu.
Yes.
Really?
I'm gonna say très bien. Très bien.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably
that's
I'm
what-
trying
so-
to make sense of what I'm
No,
saying.
no, no. You're saying it right. No. You're saying it perfect.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by how you are behaving. It's like in my
So
fucking
analytical.
brain, in my brain. Yeah, I'm like. Zzz. I'm a lefty too, so I'm like.
Me too.
Are you a lefty?
Me too.
Oh.
No, she
I
is.
know.
She is.
10%
Yeah.
population lefties.
That's what I tell people. Hey,
So
you know
weird.
what? This is what God does. God goes to this big old bucket and goes, this kid's right-handed. And then goes 1, 2, 2 left. Right. Goes 1, 2 left. That's God. God is like that. I mean, whoever
How many
to say no.
left-handed children do we have? None.
Steakhouse is left.
I know he's going to be left.
One of my
I think
grandkids
Moses.
is
I think
Oh,
Moses. will be-
nice.
too.
See, skipped a generation,
Moses.
but.
We call
Yes.
his name is not Cejas, but that's what we call him because he's so expressive with it.
Steakhouse.
How
Oh,
old is he?
He just turned 1 on Sunday,
oh my gosh.
but he
But
literally
always goes
looks at you
this.
like
He goes,
this.
You talk to him and he goes. And he
Analytical,
takes his
maybe.
chupon. He has a chupon. How do you say
His
chupon?
Pacifier?
pinky. Yeah,
Past fire.
pinky.
Yeah, he goes past fire, and he's like clocking on it. And he's happy.
But he's literally like
Take it off, and he's like,
the whole time.
Yeah.
He's always looking at you. And when he's
Amazing.
smiling.
The
looking at you.
eyebrows are so expressive.
That's what
Always
Cejas.
looking at you,
That's
too.
what Cejas means is eyebrows.
Eyebrows.
Oh,
That's why we call him that.
That's
not
hilarious.
So anyway, we got
Yeah.
out of the subject. and
Sorry,
I'm
sorry.
Oh, the Legion, the American Legion, post 133, right there.
Yep, Millbrook, Alabama.
Middle
Okay,
Alabama. They're
keep going.
amazing too. Because I walked. Oh, you guys know I walked right from Mississippi to Georgia.
Yeah.
So, 6
And
Okay,
your
so-
biking excursions. Oh my gosh.
Right. So she was telling us about how she was working with Nissan.
Yes, tell me more. You were working with Nissan.
Yeah, and then I started working for the Mexican Foreign Service, and
Okay.
then I was sent here to Phoenix, and I was working on the department that is in charge of the issuance of the documents.
Okay.
So yeah, we had
No, where you worked for the consul?
yeah. I was the consul.
You were the consul?
I was the consul. Not the consul.
Not
Not
the
the consul
consular.
general.
Not
No.
the consular.
I was the consul in charge of consular affairs.
Okay.
And economic
Consular.
affairs for a while.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Right? She might
Listen
know
to
a
this
thing or
chick.
two.
Right?
Wow.
Getting in and
so,
out of Mexico.
We are friends. We are familiar right here.
Right? We're from Mexico. so
We
we're from
are
India.
family. Woo! No, but it's that's amazing. That's super cool. So now you change careers.
Yeah, in there, and so one thing that I got from working at, and I think that's important for this industry that I got from working for the Mexican consulate at that area in particular is that you get to talk to the people, and I think there's nothing more rewarding than really talking heart by heart to the people and
For sure.
understanding what are these other person's need. You know, like why are you here? What do you care? What are you looking for? What are your aspirations? What are your obstacles?
Yeah.
And that is the most important thing. What are your obstacles? How can I help you on this side to kind of like ease in your path?
Alleviate some of those.
Alleviate-
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
That's pretty cool.
so I kind of like try to focus that with me and my team because I had a
You gotta fuck. You gotta fuck who?
I
No.
I work
Focus.
Oh,
Focus.
you know that I'm
One
half-
mind,
I'm half-
track, one
And half
track,
dumb. So it's
That
mind.
too. That's completely 100% dumb. 100. I'm not half. 100.
okay, let her speak.
100.
You told me to be quiet. You need to be quiet.
The lady in the back, please be quiet.
It's good. It's good. It makes it easier for me.
Right?
So yeah, I just try to connect.
She's like, yeah, that was the shit that I was doing before.
no, what
No
the
big deal.
trying
It
to
was a
connect,
big
you
deal.
It
know,
was a big deal. Big deal.
people with the organizations that provided the services they need, or you
Yeah.
know, like even between them, or documents they couldn't get that they needed some help to get from Mexico. Like, how can we provide some aid? And so
I'm going to talk to you off
Yeah.
camera.
That's what a lot of people say.
we'll do
real.
that.
Seriously. Yes. So
Yeah.
a lot of
My
people
kids-
we
my kids-
connect
My
with.
kids are half. But I want them to be Mexican citizens.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah,
You know
easy.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'll
See.
follow the requirements, but I also will, since now I'm not working there, I'm not an authority on that. I will guide you through the right path
Yeah,
and
you know
send you to
people.
the right people.
Yeah.
You know people
yeah.
that know people that knows people. I know that. Trust me, I know that deal. I know that.
Yeah. How connected are we?
Exactly.
Right.
That's
This is
amazing.
such a
Thank you.
direct
That's awesome.
connect because we have a huge Hispanic population here. Huge.
It's
Being a
always
border
on.
state, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, and not just a border state, but it's because of the agriculture that we've had forever. That's. I mean, in California had agriculture, but Arizona was wholly agriculture
A lot
for
of
such a
dairies-
long time. So
dairies are around here, too.
families over time have been here. So it's and they haven't. I've known a lot. I mean, in the families that I've known a lot of families that won't become homeowners because they're just afraid of that whole situation. But if someone's in there that's on their side and can speak their language and can be part of their community, that helps immensely.
And you know what is I was talking to my new place that I'm gonna be working on, and in the future, close future. Anyway, I don't give a shit.
I know you don't give. I know you don't give a shit.
You know I
Just
don't
keep
give a
going
shit.
and
But
go.
yeah, it's all about people. You know, it's about
Yeah.
what you
Staying
wanna help
connected,
people.
yeah.
And that's what you guys are doing. I've seen you. This one right here. She is amazing when she talks to people. She is so caring and she's honest as hell, you guys. So if you want someone honest who's not gonna be beating around the bush, she's gonna tell you the truth. And
Yeah.
that's what you are.
It's it can be
Not
good,
like
but it can be a curse for some people. You know, I'm not going to sugarcoat certain things,
Yeah, you
and I'm
don't.
not going to lie. You know, say, hey, great, we can do this and get you a rate, and then change it on you 2 days before closing. Oh, sorry,
That's
your interest
horrible.
rate is this,
I've
and
seen
now,
that too.
and it happens regularly. So we just refuse to be that.
Good.
We want to be the one that give you a surprise instead of 10,000 close, we're going to be able to help cover, and you're at 8,000 closing. Use the 2,000 to use for washer, dryer, paint your house, do what you want to do to
Window
personalize
fixings.
it.
My daughter just bought a brand new house. Right, it was a model home that was turned, but it was a model home that didn't come with anything. Right.
Oh man.
And so they came in, and then she sold her house, and I was like, save at least $500 to $7,500 for your window dressings, because it doesn't come with it.
Yeah.
You don't have blinds, you don't have curtains. You will be surprised that the second you walk in and you're like, there's so much
empty.
that you need.
Fishbowl.
Right, you're like,
see me?
hi, everybody
I
can
know,
see me.
you're walking around like, whoa.
Everything's
Yeah.
brand new. You got brand new
Yeah.
appliances, brand new AC, brand new everything,
Everything.
but nothing in the
window
windows.
cover.
I'm like, take that extra money and just get your...
What I did when I bought mine, I just put newspaper all over the place.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I'm Mexican, man.
We're not
I
recommending
fix
that.
It does work for a
Aluminum
short-term
foil, that's
remedy.
Well, people start worrying about you.
I know, and they see brown people coming in and out of the house. Ooh, it has tin foil. You know what that means?
Alien?
No,
Right? Tinfoil hats? No?
no hats on the windows.
I know.
But thank you. Move on.
Okay.
So,
Yes,
Amerifirst, you were asking about
Yes,
what
I
makes
did.
us kind of different. So, we're a banker. We do have investors, and we work with 40 different investors. So, we do the shopping for you. So, that's what's really cool. You okay over there?
I'm good.
Need some more whiskey.
Yeah.
It wasn't the wrong pipe.
So, that's what's amazing. We do all the work for you. We've got, obviously, we work now with the Hispanic community, which we have all kinds of different residencies.
Yeah, I think there's this idea that all the Hispanic people are the same, like kind of like you're saying, and I know you're kidding, but as from 2005, actually, immigration has been zero or negative from Mexico, because there's people from Central America coming in here, and they're not Mexicans,
Right.
and there's people from South America, from Spain, that also speak Spanish. So actually, we have like a whole variety of people that are Hispanic, but also in Mexico, there's not only people that come in working for like a certain industry. There's now people investing here, and
Right.
they are like, we have
Businesses.
Cemex. We have I don't know if I can say brands, but there's a lot of brands here.
What did you say? Cemex?
Cemex is cement.
Yeah, cement. But we also have like
Brick and mortar,
a food
make it
company
real,
here
yeah.
that is huge.
You can say
a
brands.
a bread company here that is huge.
Bimbo.
Yeah.
Bimbo.
Yay! I love
Mexico.
Bimbo.
You a
City.
bimbo.
Food. You see, there's all kinds of
Brick and mortar.
Hispanic,
It's called brick and mortar, yeah.
people. Not,
Yeah.
not
Well, the thing is, there's some
in just one
opportunities.
sector.
But they're not.
One
But they're
industry.
also not. Like I was saying, there's a lot of agricultural people that have been here forever. We have a lot of executives that have moved here as well, and there's a lot of physicians and dentists
Soccer
and
players,
doctors
too.
and
Yeah.
soccer players and all kinds
Yeah.
of people that have moved in. That it doesn't. I feel like there's such a stigma on what everybody wants to say is what are immigrants, but there's such a variety of people that have moved in
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
real.
And so how can we help all of this variety of people to get into their home? I don't know, but for Hispanic community, I can say coming from Mexico, we want to provide the best for our families. And we say, what's the
Family's
most
so important,
Yeah,
right?
because family is so important. It's like the most important thing we have. So
It's amazing.
we want to start with the home. Like, where are we going to make our kids or help our kids to grow in like a better environment?
Yeah,
It's like-
better opportunity
Better
they
than
have.
yours. Better than
Yes.
ours.
yes.
Like,
Better than ours.
so we want to get them like a better home than the one we had.
yeah.
And most of their kids are citizens since they were born here.
Yeah.
So
Well, and a lot of times the people that are coming here are bringing their parents as well
Yeah.
because that's very cultural.
undocumented, right?
Or not.
Right.
Yeah, it's just a mix of,
So many different things. But what I found just working within the Hispanic community, and this is why I'm really passionate, which is the reason why I was searching for a good human being with a good heart and a service level of,
And you didn't text me. I got you.
right? But I know. Yeah. But it had to be smart too. Sorry.
Ah!
No. But
All the hearts are going.
yeah.
All the guys are fucking loving me.
Right.
You're gonna
Yes.
send
sure.
a naked picture of me. Stay put.
Get ready. Anyway.
So I finally found Lucia, who I believed are vision aligned. So service, and it's not about us. It's how can I make this process so much easier for you? So I believe, first of all, the Hispanic community is extremely loyal.
Yes.
And two, family is everything, as Lucia said. So they do whatever it takes to help their families get into homes. So a lot of times, one family member is absorbing all the auto loans, all those, credit cards, all the mortgages, and they only have one income they can use because we can't use the income from undocumented, individuals. Okay, I get it, and that's amazing because I wish we had that loyalty in our culture.
Sure.
We don't. Okay. However, that poses a problem when this person now wants to buy a home on their own. They no longer qualify because they have one income and all these different mortgages. So how do we navigate them through it? That's what we're here to problem solve through, and also help the family dynamic of you don't have to absorb that mortgage or that auto loan. This is how we do this. And then with her background, really, just
I know. Her background,
amazing.
like, holy
Just
shit.
awesome. So, we really help people understand the big picture. Self-employed, as you guys know, Mexico, even in Puerto Rico, all cash economy.
Yeah.
So-
It's going to come here too.
But tax
I can
returns
see
are
it.
difficult for us
I
in the
can-
lending world.
True.
So then we help navigate them through that too. We talk to their accountants directly, help them structure that. Some of the tips that we give them, definitely credit repair. They will listen if they
they do
get
it.
the right
'Cause
information. That's all.
They want that, like you said, they want the.
They're so
They
passionate.
want to raise their family.
Yeah.
They don't care
Oh
what they
my
have
gosh.
to do to get the shit done.
They're so passionate, and family's everything. They're going to do whatever it takes. So if we can just give them the information,
Yeah.
they follow.
And help them out.
Yeah.
They
You guys do that.
They actually do put money in the bank if you ask them to. Promise. It's awesome.
No, I believe it. I believe it.
Not just money exists very heavily in this, but we navigate them through it, tell them what the benefits are,
Because
why, and
they don't trust
the
the banks
timing.
because the Mexico banks are fucking garbage.
yeah.
And corrupt.
Yeah, they're corrupted
You're
and
sure.
they don't give you the monies that you're supposed to earn. It's
Well,
it's
even
wishy-washy.
having property in Mexico is a little bit
Well,
scary.
and
so
Lucia knows about that too.
I mean, I can't say that all the banks are like that.
Not all the banks.
There's like the
Some.
official banks are good, but there are certainly certain financials that
Yeah.
will kind of like go around the law. Yes. Some,
They don't go around the law.
I can understand it makes the culture nervous. I've
Sure.
never, ever,
that's,
ever
I think that's more
until
accurate,
I've met and I've been in his life for the last decade and a half. Like
2 minutes.
my in-laws, like they all carry wads. Not that you need to know this, but like that's their way of currency is having cash.
Yeah, cash is
Cash
king.
is
Yeah.
king,
Cash is king.
and but
Everybody believes
like
that, though.
and even today,
We still do,
sadly, when we went to the vet today, they're like, if you pay with credit, you have to pay 3% more. If you pay
So
with cash,
I paid $3 more. Check this out. They're gonna start
for
charging
secured
now.
funds, we paid $3
They're
more.
gonna
versus
start charging.
I mean,
more
cash
now
is
if
secured,
you
I
use
guess,
your card,
but
your debit card. They're
but
gonna
that's
charge you as a
they're
credit
saying
Debit
that
card.
all companies
Oh.
are having to do that now
Yeah.
because of
The economy.
Well, it's either going to go completely in two extremes: cryptocurrency type of money
crazy.
or credit card only.
I don't
Because I know
understand
places that
crypto.
won't
Yeah,
take
I've
cash.
tried to listen
Really?
to crypto. I
Yeah,
don't
some are a
understand
little
it.
bit
They
skeptical
were-
about
they were
cash. It's
saying
weird.
If I pay with cash, it'll be better because I don't. They
Restaurants.
get the whole money. Because with the card, they don't get the money.
Right, because the 3% charge, and they hold it sometimes.
they hold it.
So through COVID,
So
what
they
I
want,
learned,
They want to say, "Oh, I'll take cash."
yeah,
Who
Through-
wouldn't take cash? I'll take cash.
yeah.
Shit. I'm not a whore, but I'll take.
But you
cash.
gotta check and make
weird.
sure it's real, right?
Doesn't really follow like the logical that the government should have because it's easier to track the money if you use your credit or your debit card.
Right?
I know.
And we have the Patriot, law, and we,
Patriot law,
what,
yeah.
what
US
one of the
Patriot,
most
yep.
important things is actually to know where the money is coming from. So
With the
it doesn't make
anti-money
sense-
laundering. Yep.
money laundering.
100%.
It doesn't make sense to me that they're charging money for that because if you're the government, you want to do that. Like
What
you
they-
want to know
The
where
government should be
government
paying
is.
us.
Correct.
You want to know where the money.
But I
is and
just
where
think
it's
that
going through.
nobody. I know it's probably been the weirdest time for you guys too with COVID because of everything that's going on. But I feel like that that I've noticed. Stop. I've noticed that the housing market has increased during COVID, though.
Sure, of course.
Why?
The inventory. Oh my gosh.
Because everybody's trying to sell.
No, there's nothing to buy because inventory. I mean, if you were at all in the game and had the ability to refinance over the last 2 years, you did.
Yeah.
And you're somewhere in the twos. So why would you move now? And the inventory is low. California's came and bought up everything. So your house, like this is most people's dilemma. This is real, right? I can sell my house right now and get a shit ton of money. Now what?
Yeah.
What am I going to buy?
Anywhere.
What do I do?
By the way, I can't even afford my own house at the
Yeah.
market, and even with the down payment,
You're right.
because now the rates are higher.
Yeah.
I have like a 2.5% rate. I know a really good loan officer.
FYI.
Yeah.
He does.
So,
Next time we'll bring that
like literally,
person
we're
in.
in the twos. We're now 3.5%, 4%. Rates are probably going to continue going up, and
That's what they said, that they're gonna
Yeah.
be going up. They're gonna be going
yeah,
up.
and historically, by the way, 4% is still really low.
It's good.
You know, I mean, like, oh my God, why are you quoting me a 4% rate? I'm like, because you have a
Why, it's
580
not-
credit score.
Why,
I
it's
don't
not
know.
20? Oh, I pay 20 all the time, everywhere I go.
Stop.
20%.
Credit cards.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But, you know, it's crazy. It's all perception. So our job basically is to connect with the person right away, understand what their triggers are, what their tribulations are, and connect with them and help them through the process, whatever their goals are. Some people just want to get their credit back on track.
I think you educate us. You are very good at it. Like you come and, you know, when you were talking last time that we were here, you were educating people, which is fucking amazing. And that you have the patience to do it. Because you go to some places, to mortgage companies, they're like talking all this fucking lingo that I don't get. I was like, dude,
It's about the commission, that's why.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lingo that not a normal person that doesn't work in that field will understand. So you have to go to my level, to retarded.
Well, it should be about them. Know your audience.
Exactly.
Maybe it's not about me.
Well, and there's also times when you go to it when you're buying a house and things pop up on your credit or like whatever that you didn't know was there. Mm-hmm. And I've had an experience where it was a traffic ticket from forever ago or whatever, some stupid bullshit.
You
like
speeding?
That, right?
Were you speeding again?
No, I know, right? But no, this was when I was in my 20s and I bought a house. They said, "Oh, you had a speeding ticket, blah 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 blah." But you didn't even know. But the way that they treat you is like, then all of a sudden there's
judgment.
Judgment. And you're like, I didn't even, how would I have even, whatever. Like,
it
needs to be this process that's more smooth and transitional.
And want to help you get through it.
Right.
By the way, just so you all know, loan officers don't get paid unless a loan actually closes. So why in the world would you judge or, I don't know. I don't get it, but I'm weird, I guess.
And I trust her for a long time, and it's the way you are. I will always send someone to you just because.
Thank you.
Because the way you are so that you're you. This is you want the best for you, for the people that you talk to.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say clients because they're not. They're just they're kind of your people. You know, when they come to you, you treat them like your people.
Yeah.
Like
of course.
my
You're
friends.
my circle now.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we gotta take care of you, right?
Exactly. You fight for
got your
them,
back.
too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got your six.
So we're very passionate. You know, I was talking about like I teach continuing ed classes for real estate agents and their license, and one of our probably most popular classes on credit, and we share stuff on credit that they don't even know. I'm like, you guys are in the industry. How the heck are you guys surprised by this? So if realtors and loan officers are surprised by this, like how am I supposed to expect that the regular public understand this? So that's kind of humbles me when our own industry doesn't understand the lingo we're talking about. So yeah, you have to talk to a person.
Know your audience.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
why it's so important that we can also do it
In their first primary language.
In our first language. You know?
Yeah.
Talk to people. Okay, so these are your options, and you can actually explain them in Spanish, for instance, in our community. That's like, okay, I get it. Like, this is what I want.
It's clicking.
Yeah.
Because second
How do you say
language.
mortgage in Spanish.
Mortgage.
El préstamo para tu casa.
See, why?
It's a
That was
big
one word.
It's a loan.
That's
called
what
We just talked about that.
There's 20
a
words.
loan for your house.
But that's mortgage.
A house loan. That's what mortgage is.
Yes.
In English,
And I
it's
can
one
even
word.
make it longer. I can make préstamo para la compra de tu casa.
Bienes y raíces, ¿no?
Ajá, o de bienes y raíces. Exacto.
You want to put more words? You can put a bunch of fucking words.
Yeah,
in
that's what
Spanish.
we were talking about, right?
I know. She said hi, and it was like blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
But
I know
forever.
she did.
How long you gonna take to say hi?
She introduced herself. And
By the way, we have 5 last names. What?
Oh yeah. My maiden name is long.
Yeah.
Because I have a apellido compuesto. People in Spanish will understand that. It's just when your family has 2 last names that they're combined, like
Oh, Lord.
with
Hyphenate.
Here, it would be hyphenated. I don't know, it sounds like caffeinated.
Now you guys just absorb it all.
But then I have my dad's last name plus my mom's last name. That's 2 words, so I have 4 words.
Your
That's
mom
it,
is 2 words?
Yeah.
What is
Diaz
it?
Infante.
Holy shit. That's
Diaz
awesome.
So
Infante.
then you could possibly put 8 words to your kids. Don't do that.
I could.
Just call it Billy Joe.
I have an uncle whose name is, I don't even think I will remember his whole name, but it's something about the Santísima Trinidad. You know how we have very Catholic names, so he's like Jose Manuel de la Santísima Trinidad, and then he has the combined name, last name plus the other last name.
Wow, that's crazy. I'm going crazy already.
Right?
All of the letters.
Yes.
All of them.
But it's true. It's your name.
It's part of our
But
culture.
family.
And then your
Culture,
your dad
family,
and your mom.
yes.
Yeah.
I like it like that. I think it's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Because you get your moms there too.
Yeah.
They call it,
Their
they call
mom's
it-
not forgotten.
Yeah.
You know
They call
what
it
I'm saying?
family name. Aren't we all part of a family?
Exactly.
Mom,
They
dad,
forget the mom
everyone.
here
There you
all the
go.
time. That's stupid.
Moms are important.
And mom is the one who bust her ass doing all the fucking shitty work. And the guy works the 8 hours a day, comes home and wants a fucking beer. Nah, dude. She's been busting her ass at home. No, for real.
Huh?
It's not easy being
It is not easy.
a mom, you know? It's not.
Um,
I've
I
been
would not
I've
know.
been a dad, so.
I would not know firsthand, but I do have dogs. Does
Well,
that count?
that's very compare. Look at her.
Oh,
See?
I know.
That's my dog right there with the blonde hair.
I know.
That's amazing.
Not
I
cool.
didn't think she was paying attention.
I know. She usually doesn't pay
I
attention.
know. Normally she is on her.
Look at the glare. I think that's cutting right through.
Someone said that they're always baffled that this financial information isn't taught in high school. It should be a
Oh
required
my gosh.
class.
So, speaking of that, that's crazy, and thank you for acknowledging that
That's
because
awesome.
we're trying to get certified to teach a credit class at GCC.
What?
Yes, and MCC. So, we're going through that, but the protocol is crazy.
The what?
The protocol, like
Yeah.
the steps
To
to
teach
get certified to teach. I'm certified in every other freaking level you can think of, but guess what? Doesn't matter. Oh, that's common sense.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to call my senior out. That's right behind me. But she is taking an economics class, and they had to do a budget, and they gave them a certain amount, and then they had to write what they could do. And so, but at the end of it, though, it's like, how much are you going to use? And she's like, oh, I get my hair done. She's like, I go to the movies, I get clothes, and all of these things. And then you've got insurance. And I was like, so you're $4,000 over budget. Okay.
You're
so let
in
me
the
help you
hole.
understand where this happens.
Well, and we wonder with credit and credit cards, like
Yeah.
58% of people carry over a balance on the credit
Yeah.
cards on a regular basis.
So what's the best way to control a credit card? Let's say I have a $5,000.
Live within your means.
But let's say I have
Oh, sorry.
$5,000.
Right.
I have someone fucking slash my tires because I'm such a fucking good looking guy.
Yeah,
The
baby.
girls or guys come here and slash my tires. So I gotta buy 4 tires now. I gotta use that credit card.
My parents always taught me to keep 6 months of income in the bank
Yep.
as a savings account.
Yep.
But I'm
So
I'm a
old
guy
school.
who just got out of the military.
It's called
and I
rainy
have-
day fund.
And
If you-
Coño, can I? You guys, I'm giving you a case scenario. A guy who is
A
the
guy.
shittiest luck ever.
Yeah.
So someone slices fucking tires, and guess what? Now I gotta use my credit card because payday for me is gonna be in 2 weeks.
Sure.
So you use your credit card, you $5,000. Use the credit card, and it's 500 in tires. let's say.
Yeah, great. So manage that, paying all
how
that.
did you have to pay it off? I heard. I'm saying this because I heard that you gotta keep a balance, like a
Yeah.
Keep
certain
your credit
percentage.
score up.
A certain percentage, because if you don't use your credit card, you get hit still.
It's considered inactive, so then it doesn't score any points for you.
Correct. Okay.
So I teach this a lot, and this is kind of a secret. But yes, you're absolutely right. So whatever information you receive is absolutely correct. You want to have a balance because it forces the vendor to report a balance to the credit bureaus.
Right, but it's
So
a
that's
positive
very
because
important.
you're paying it every 30 days.
And then, of course,
Or
you have to pay
28
on
days or
time.
whatever. So-
Wait, obvious thing, pay on time.
So what's the balance that I should have?
So
it
that's the
reports to
optimal
the
question.
credit.
So if I'm speaking to the normal public,
Yes.
because we're Americans, we like to live beyond our means, right? And we use credit cards regularly and typically do not manage money very well. So if I can get a client to use 50% utilization, I'm thrilled. However, it's not really helping your credit score. Okay. So it's not hurting, but it's not helping about 50%.
So what's helping?
Anything below is going to help,
Below
but
50%.
percent, yes. So the more below, the better.
I was
So
told 25.
yeah, that's great. However, to get the ideal
Pay
ego,
that shit off.
aimed credit score, you want 10% or less.
10%. Okay. I didn't know.
Really?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know, and that hurts because most people are like, "Oh my god, I'm
No.
maxed out."
No, that's perfect.
But if you're paying on time, they increase your balance, and that means you have more.
Yes, available credit, which is
Which
huge.
is great.
But
right?
most people take that and say, "Oh, now I can spend more."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 10% is what you can have.
For
in
that
your credit.
780, 800 FICO score, and I call it the ego trip to get that ego, pat on the back. I've got awesome credit,
Yeah.
But like just to get to a point where you're excellent credit, you're getting into a good mortgage. I would say 25, 30%. But that's a huge stretch.
I think 10 is perfect. The way you're saying it.
Yeah,
I think
but
10
it's asking too much
Yeah.
of this culture.
Why have the credit if you're not using it? Is what people would say.
Let's push for a 20, y'all. Let's compromise this shit right now. Let's go for 20.
Dude, I'm sorry, my bar is a little bit low. I'm pushing like 50%. I'm thrilled.
Yeah.
Because we're not dealing with negative activity.
Well, and a lot of people should be using
it's easier to
credit as
push.
an instant need, but paying it off sooner.
Yeah,
like
and-
I need it for I'll
Yeah.
pay it off on my next month.
That's what I was talking
whatever.
about my tires. Okay.
Yeah,
I got
so $500, but you have $5,000 balance. That's
Then in
beautiful.
Then in 2 weeks, I'll pay it off.
Well, that's not most people's intention. Might be that,
I'm
and
just-
then they're like, "Oh shit, I forgot. I did this. I did this. Now we're at 2,000,
pay
and I can only pay $200 towards this."
But paying
And we-
more than what your monthly
If you
bill
Minimum
monthly is
due.
$25
Minimum
to
payment.
minimum balance, you're never gonna pay that shit off.
No, you have accrued interest like crazy.
20%, right? That's
Some,
what that's what it
yes.
shows in the
APR,
little letters. Yeah, the
yes.
little
Someone
letters.
says, like, realistically, what is 10% of usage? Like, is that a 3 purchases in a month, or how much money wise?
Ooh, that's a
Oh,
good
that's a good question. So 10% of what your credit limit is.
So,
So if you
if
have
your
a
balance if your credit limit is 5,000, you should only have like a rolling balance of like 500.
right, but there's also, can I tell you, a really dark, deep secret that most people
Whoa.
Yes,
You gotta tell me
yes,
off
yes.
don't
camera.
share, right?
Don't
So
tell
there's-
anybody, please.
Right? We talk about due date. Please pay your bills on time. Please. That's the one thing I really want.
Do they?
Yeah, due date. Second
Well,
date.
It's everybody has those automatic payments, but if
Yeah.
you just do it 5 days before your automatic payment, you don't have to worry about when it's coming out of your
Right.
account either.
Now,
Yeah.
the COVID situation, a lot of people lost
She had a question.
jobs and all this stuff.
Yeah.
How do we customize for the people or understand or understand why these people couldn't
Have a
pay
job.
their bill? Yeah, like
I
on
mean,
time,
restaurant
because-
business were hit so
Yeah,
hard.
that's
So
what I'm
how
saying.
sometimes you can't. So you have to choose and pick your battles. What's going to get your family? You have to have a roof over your family's head. So, your bills might have to suffer.
The dog has
That's the
scams, too.
reality. Yeah. So the second date I'm talking about, so due date, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we call it the cycle date or the statement date. Cycle date is the date that the vendor, the credit card, actually reports the current balance to the credit bureaus. So your due date could be the 15th of each month, but the cycle date could be the 10th. So if you don't pay until 11th, 12th, or 13th, because it's a couple days before due date, you could be maxed out on the 10th when it reports the balance. That's the date that affects your credit
Got it.
score.
Mm-hmm.
So you have every intention to pay it off by the due date, but if you don't, but by the time it's reported, it's going to look worse.
Right. So we have clients all the time, 620 credit score hovering, and they're like, why? We pay our bills and pay credit cards off in full every month. But it's
But they're
because
not paying it
cycle
off in
date.
time.
Because of the cycle date. So it's crazy.
Even if you pay the minimum, as long as you make the fucking due date, you're good to go.
The cycle
That's
date.
bullshit.
Right. And so this is stuff we want to teach in college because
That
we're
is
teaching
really
this with real estate agents.
Yeah.
And once in a while we do a seminar for buyers and clients, but clients, we set up this whole thing. We have 200 clients RSVP and 3 people show up. I'm like,
Right.
really? We've just
No one
spent
wants to hear how shitty they
$1,000. We just spent $1,000 on food. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't eat all this blue wasabi food. Right?
Right?
Hey, next time you gotta call me.
Yeah, we'll take some leftovers.
Since
Jeez.
you wasabi, you can.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. So, and then of course, bring in Lucia. And again, like the Hispanic community, trying to communicate English in second language. First of all, just so y'all know, like the word structure is very different. Clearly, I make fun and, poke fun and all,
We all do. We all do.
but like I say hello and Lucia talks for 5 minutes saying hello. Right? We joke about that, but
¿Cómo ha estado, señora, señor? ¿Cómo le ha ido? A ver, platíqueme. ¿Cómo está la familia?
Ah,
That's
sí.
la hola.
right?
Yeah, that's your hola.
And of
Speak
course,
really fast, too.
and speaking in different class structures and respect and so I kind of get that. I know very un poquito español.
Ooh,
Yo
you're making me
quiero-
all hot and shit. Don't be doing that.
Yo quiero
Stop
cerveza o
Oh,
oro.
you have
¿Tú
it?
quieres
Por
chorizo?
favor. Sí.
So someone
Spicy.
to follow up with that, someone's saying, if that is the case, do they tell you when the cycle date is, or do you have to guess?
So, cycle date, is also what we call statement date. So, statement date might have like December 15th through January 15th. The last date, January 15th, that's the same as the cycle date.
That's when they report it to the credit bureau.
Yes,
Regardless of when your due date is.
correct. Regardless of due date.
So
Yes.
it can affect your score, even if you're saying it's not late, because you still get the green little bullet on Experian, you get the green bullet, you're
And-
paying
and
it on
everything-
time. Your rolling balance is showing that could lower your credit score because you
By
have a higher.
165 points.
Shit.
There you go.
Wow.
I think I'm in the
Wow.
fucking minus.
Wow.
I'm in minus
And
all over the place.
that is a huge issue because I grew up in the day and age of American Express.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was queen of having her American Express card. She'd use it all day, all month, and then on her last paycheck of the month, she'd pay it off. Because she's paying off, but you get the points and whatever,
rewards,
But
everything. Amazing.
That's what so many people do because
Yeah.
they use their American Express because they get the points, flight benefits, whatever it is. But if their cycle date is
no one
3 days
educates
before
people
that,
on that.
it's keeping your credit score lower.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
165 points. So this
Damn.
lady,
Damn,
So-
that 3 days later she paid it off and they don't even care.
No.
Wow.
No, even if it's like a car loan is the same thing too. You can pay $300 and your monthly payment is $200.
yeah,
It doesn't matter.
if extra doesn't
doesn't
matter.
matter.
Right. So credit bureau rules don't follow FICO score rules. Like FICO don't follow the rules of being late. So even though they're all dictated by your credit report or blended into your credit report because late payments will affect your credit score, but they have different rules. It's like, really? What mood were you in, FICA, when you made this stuff up?
Right.
They
someone
were
has a
going through
caveat.
menopause or something. I don't
So
know.
the same person has a caveat. Okay, so should you pay like the same day of using the card or like the week after other than paying on time?
No, because you want to give it time to report to the credit cards, and the credit cards will then report a balance to the credit bureau.
Yes.
So what I do, OCD, just saying, I pay my credit cards twice a month. So I pay a couple days before the due date to make sure zero balance and no interest paid. Not here, right? And number 2, pay a couple days before cycle date, and then I put that card away so I don't increase that balance.
Okay.
And I use maybe a different credit card for a couple days, and then I take that card back and again start utilizing it.
Okay.
How many credit cards should you have? That's the next question. That is
One.
always the most popular
No.
question.
How many did you
None.
say?
No, you gotta have one.
Give me more, give me more.
I say
Yes.
like 3 or 4, depending. Like you want one. I feel like I've always taught my kids they need to have one that
many
has a
credit
low
cards
balance that
will
they
you
can use
have?
for their gas, but they pay it right off because they're still increasing their credit score by.
But if you're paying it off too early, you show a zero balance on cycle
right,
date,
we're
then
not.
it's not
We tell
happening.
them that, but see, we've always taught them to pay it off by their due date.
Yeah.
This whole thing is all new to me, and
Right.
I've always tried to teach them to pay their bills on time.
Are you guys listening?
If
to
you
your
take the
parents,
first, it
right?
means the first. It
Yeah.
doesn't mean the second,
Yeah.
the third. That's what my kids. Oh, Dad, I'm gonna be behind. Dude, you pay me on
Late
the
fee.
fucking 7th, on the 7th, or on the 5th.
There's a late fee with that, just
I'm
saying.
gonna start putting late fees on.
Well,
Yeah.
the worst thing is for people that give lenient late fees.
Yeah.
Due on the 1st, late on the 15th. That's the worst things companies
What
can
happens
do.
right now if you're 5 days over rent payment? Right now, what's going to happen?
What happens?
You're out. Landlord's out. Like,
Yeah.
landlord has rights to get you out.
Right, and not only that, landlords right now are the kings.
Yeah.
Because they can get you out and charge double what they're charging
Yeah,
you right
they're
now.
like, we want to break this lease.
Yeah.
Because the rental market is insane. So you know, people come to me and like, oh my God, you're so expensive. You're like 3.5% rate. I'm like, okay, well, you do have a 620 credit score, but okay, we
Is
won't talk
620
about
bad?
that.
You still talk about a 620 a lot.
It's
A lot.
okay. It barely qualifies for conventional.
So you cannot even finance a fucking piece of bread.
Right? Almost. Seems like
Nowadays, it's so
600
competitive.
used to be good.
Especially with this market.
No.
You really need
you
to
know,
be like,
but you come from a
on
different
top.
background. We won't judge you.
So
Right.
what's a good credit score?
I mean, ideally in our world, we want, 700 plus.
So 7 plus.
Yes, but that's conventional. If we do have FHA, that goes to, 580, but 580 right now is really
No,
looked
no,
down.
no. I'm talking about
Conventional.
a square away person.
Yeah, 700.
700.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
700
good.
plus.
We can get you in at 620, of course.
That was 620
But you're going to
crap.
have more down, right?
No, you're just going to have a lot higher interest rate or discount points to buy down the rate. I mean, just
It's when you go to the parking, the
Yeah.
car lot, and they give you this fucking car.
The slum.
It's garbage, and you're gonna pay $600 a month.
Yeah.
They're gonna stiff you, but you need it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Well,
You
and
need-
here's the thing for us, we don't, I won't speak for everybody in the industry because we all have our niche.
True.
Okay, so I do government loans, FHA, VA. VA is my favorite. I come from veteran family. I believe in it. 1 and 2, I love the people. Amazing, just like the Hispanic
Thank you.
community.
She loves me.
Right.
She just don't wanna say
So, and then conventional because they're a paper clients.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's a variety of people.
Yeah.
How hard is to qualify if I want to buy a duplex?
VA goes up to 4plex.
No shit.
Yeah. You should invest in that.
Fourplex?
And right
No
now,
way, for real.
Yes.
right
So
now,
then you
that's
live
the
in a
outside
one.
of the box thinking. Get a first-time home buyer, veteran, or FHA, and go look at duplex, triplex, fourplex, right? That they live in,
Yeah.
they
And rent
finance
out the
it
rest.
primary
Fucking-
residence,
My-
and they
my
rent
son
out
gave
the
me
other
the idea.
units, right?
Yeah, he gave me that. Yeah,
See,
he's
innovative.
that-
He's
I know,
innovative.
He is. That's what I was like. Wow, that's a great idea. He's
Right?
like, Dad, I want to buy a duplex, and I'll live in one, and I'll rent the other one. They'll pay for my rent.
Boom.
That's smart.
Boom.
The rest goes-
My
Someone's
job.
watching from Canada, and it
Oh.
says in BC.
Who?
I would, assuming I'm Canada, I'm thinking it's
Yep.
British Columbia.
Yep.
It's almost as expensive as Vancouver for housing, like $1,800 a month for one bedroom.
Right.
No way. $1,800 for one bedroom
Yes.
in BC in Vancouver.
Yes.
And British Columbia. Yeah.
And British Columbia.
So it's going to be
I've
here.
been
Our
there.
average rent market is anywhere.
In Gilbert for
She is expensive.
it's so nuts. It's so nuts. Like housing for even smaller homes is 23, 28. It's
So I have an investment property in Las
Yeah,
Vegas, not even 1,000 square foot, and the rent market is $1,850
Where? What's going on?
in Las Vegas. Not even 1,000 square foot,
Wow.
$1,850, and that's low. Like I feel bad charging that, but
that's the market.
that's the market,
market.
and they're like,
you
oh,
didn't
"Thank
up
you."
it on them. It was just what you
Right.
offered them. So
No, but like, wow, okay, and I feel like I feel bad,
Yeah.
It's horrible. It's
Yeah,
horrible.
the rent
well,
market
right
is
now
gonna
it's
be
definitely
But you
not a
don't- you don't
renter's
dictate
market.
that.
no.
Downtown Phoenix. I lived in downtown Phoenix for a long time, and rents right now with everything blooming downtown Phoenix, it was I think the cheapest that I found, like before I left downtown Phoenix, was like 1,300, but it goes all the way to 2,000, 2,100.
That's one bedroom though, right?
Yeah, one
No,
bedroom.
in
That's not bad.
apartments in Gilbert,
Here.
1 bedroom, 1 bath are $1,850.
$1,800.
1 bedroom, 1 bath. If you want a 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom apartment, which I understand the benefits of apartments. I get it. Like you don't have the HOAs and you don't have.
There's no
You get
benefits of freaking
there.
apartments.
No, there is.
You
There
get to
is-
share a
Some
wall with
dude
your
above-
neighbor.
Some dude above your head and knock the shit.
I understand.
Someone
that,
fixes everything that.
thank you.
Right?
You have a
30
you
days
have a
later.
pool,
Whatever.
you have a pool. You have all these other things that you're not paying amenities for. No, I'm telling you that when I retire, I'm going to live in an apartment where.
No,
it's-
get a condo that you own free and
No,
clear
you know
because
what
you
I'm gonna
invested
do?
smart through your
I'm gonna
entire
live in a
life.
freaking
apartment that I-
RV.
That's true.
Oh,
And I'm gonna drive
boom.
an RV and I'm gonna be everywhere.
Everywhere.
Hell yeah.
And by the way,
I'm not a tree.
when I retire, I will not have social media or cell phones. By the
Right.
way, I'm done.
I'm gonna have the flip ones. Just to make a call. Dial 911 or some shit. Like
Right
No.
now in British Columbia, the argument that landlords are saying is if you can't afford the rent to buy a house, but to buy a house, it's like, I think, almost $500,000.
Holy God.
So that.
$500,000
Yeah.
for a freaking house.
Yeah, and people
that's
ask
for a
me,
small house.
right? People ask me, "Oh my God, Cindy, why can't you qualify me for that? Or why can't you use my income for this?" I'm like, "You're asking for $500,000. Like, I have to have some
And
accountability."
you are making $30,000 a year, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, we verify income now, bro. Right? Okay. But it's crazy. It's like we've got every range of people, you know, like we're those people who are so conservative, they're like, "Oh my gosh, I don't want to spend more than $1,200. Well, you're in the wrong place. You
Wait,
know.
how
Do you
much is
think-
how much is a mortgage on a $400,000 house? Approximately.
Probably like 22,
Roughly,
yeah.
roughly. 22?
Yeah.
Okay. Like
Yeah.
22. $500,000?
Do you think it's
Oh,
going to flatten out?
3,500.
No shit.
You know, 33,000. That's everything. And of course, you've got HOA and all
They
this other
sold the
stuff.
house right here in the corner for $500,000.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, but
stupid. These
what-
houses are not $500,000.
But what are they going to buy?
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. These
So
houses
in
are not
another state.
Well, a
No,
lot
right.
of a lot
Midwest.
a lot of people in Gilbert
Right.
are selling their rental homes. So they
Right.
already have their primary residence.
Okay,
They're getting
that's
rid of their
fine.
rentals. I've heard that a lot. Like a lot of people are getting rid of their rental
So,
homes.
of course, we had a huge refi boom over the last couple of years because rates were in the twos. If you didn't get in there, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. But now we're actually going through, believe it or not, another refi boom, even though rates are higher because people now have equity, pulling
So much.
cash out and going through home improvement because they know putting more into their house is actually more return on their investment
Right.
versus trying to sell and go buy something else.
So if the refinance, let's say I have my house and I qualify for $220,000, we sell the house
So you have that much equity in your house, is what you're saying.
220, about 220.
Yeah.
Do I have to take? Can I take 100 or 50?
You can do whatever you want, but you still have to qualify for the loan that you want to borrow.
Okay, but my,
So you're just
I have my
restarting
house.
your loan.
But I have my
Yeah,
house
sure.
as a collateral, right? No, doesn't work like that.
Sure.
I
But
don't
how
know.
much are you going to put down?
Yeah.
That's all that matters is how much you borrow and how
you
do you
feel like-
qualify.
Gilbert is at its peak, or is it just
No.
keep going up and up?
No, Gilbert.
Nuts.
You know, and then what did we talk about? Legacy.
Legacy.
So legacy.
No way.
Okay, so the reason this is why we're investing in this.
Talk
so
about legacy.
Legacy is where we have our new fields for the WPSL,
What is that?
the Women's Professional Soccer League. So we're going to be at
Because
Legacy.
we know about- what the? Why is that shit going like this?
Because
So
Viagra.
that's
Keep
a new
going.
upcoming area. We were talking about this, and
Where is that?
way east. Yes,
Mesa.
yeah, Mesa.
East
Mesa.
Mesa. So
Oh,
you're talking
shit, I
about
know
like
where it is.
I know where it
So
is.
this
too.
Briarwood.
new stadium, and there's a lot of real estate out there that hasn't been established. so
Yes,
we're
I saw
talking
it.
about, oh my gosh, should we go in and invest there,
Just buy lots.
or the homes there?
Yeah.
Eastmark.
So
Eastmark.
Farther than
Right.
Eastmark.
Yeah.
It's farther.
yes,
I know where it is.
Yes.
It's
there's
a
not a
nice-
lot of established there, but
No,
in
there's
10
not.
years from now, oh my gosh,
It
are
will
we?
be because I have a customer there who lives
Look at Queen Creek.
in that area.
Well, no. Look at like all of
Look at
these
here, even.
$1 million homes that were built 20 years ago in Gold Canyon.
Right.
We're getting closer. It fell through, right? But now we're getting closer and closer and closer to Gold Canyon. They're going to get their value again because they have these big properties and these big lots or whatever. But
I think AJ is the only area that hasn't really caught up.
Hey, that's
Right.
what my fucking RV is gonna be. So don't be rude to our.
I'm not
AJ.
judging. I'm just saying facts here.
no, but there,
Well,
are,
so
but there
how-
are some pockets of AJ
How do
that
they
are.
find
They
you?
just need
How
to
do they
change the
find you
name.
guys? How do they get a hold of you guys? If I'm looking for a house, how do I get in contact with you guys? Social
Wow.
media or anything?
Yeah,
like that?
absolutely. Any way you want, you can call me. You know, we'll
And
definitely
you're gonna put your information here in the
Yes.
comments and all
Yep,
this stuff,
yep.
right?
And Lucia, of course, you can Google us. Google us. I promise you'll
And-
find
We
us.
have a
You,
website.
you
Yeah.
guys put your little comments on this recording.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
just say-
there's been lots of feedback.
because I want you to put your info there so they can find
Sure,
you.
yeah.
Because you guys are good. They're amazing.
We're just, we just
I think
feel
you guys
like
are
being
the-
honest, open, and transparent.
You are the only mortgage company who's been here by choice. So you know.
Well,
thank
you
you.
lead with ethics. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
have your
Well,
integrity. and
Military
your-
family, maybe Hispanic community.
Yeah.
So like I was
Very
saying, like the Hispanic language, even Spanish, the word structure is so backwards. So it's like trying to learn a different language in different word orders, the concept yet completely lost. So explaining all this complicated process to somebody in their second language and broken language is extremely difficult to help them understand what the
It's
true
hard
process.
English.
Yeah, it's
100%.
exactly
It's a 4-hour
Understand this
process and 20
right,
million papers.
right. And so
in English.
this is where my savior comes, because now Lucia is able to explain it in their primary language, and I'm like, okay, here's how it's done, and then she's explaining, and I literally, this is so awesome. I love this part. We're on Zoom, and I can literally see their body language go. Oh, it's like the light bulb go,
Yeah.
ping, and it's not difficult or
And
complicated.
she's a pretty lady too. I'll be
Right.
like with her, looking at her all day. Yes, talk to me. Please, keep talking. I like it a lot.
Well, especially when she speaks really fast.
But that I was like, whoa, dude, speak slowly.
You
So-
speak so fast. What are you talking about?
I know
In
he's so.
Spanish and English.
Both.
Both.
Both? No way.
You just talk.
Blah, 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 blah. So,
Can I say that?
That's the guy in the back who told me about. I'm gonna buy a duplex, and I'm
Yeah,
gonna live
smart
in one,
guy.
and
Smart guy.
So that's good to know. So you're gonna
Early,
have
young entrepreneur.
$700 point
Credit score.
Credit
Yes.
score. 700.
Yes.
Cool. That's a good to aim, dude. It's good. Sevens are good. Sevens
Yeah.
are good.
7 heaven, right?
My mom would say, keep your carrot. So now you have to, you know what you have to do. Just do it.
Yeah.
Now do it.
Keep the carrot in front of you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
motivation.
it might take a year to get there, but you know where you want to be.
Yeah.
So just do it.
And we don't have a time frame with our clients. Like, if it's going to take a year or 2 years, like we're telling clients right now, your 2021 tax returns looked okay. We need a stronger 22. So guess what?
Let's work on that.
We work with them throughout the whole year. It's
That's
not like,
cool.
oh, guess
That's
what? You
cool
don't
to do
qualify
that.
right now, so you're gone. No
Well,
way.
that's awesome that you
No
guys are helping
way.
him like that. That
Yeah.
is legit. That is honestly legit. My mortgage freaking person, I just went there, signed the shit. I never talked to the fucking dude again. It
Yeah.
sucked. It really sucks.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for being on the show. Really
Yeah,
appreciate that.
thanks for
Thank
having
you,
us.
thank
Oh
you
my
so
Didn't that go
much.
by so fast?
Oh my
I
gosh.
know, it went cool.
Did it? I didn't even get to talk about all the stuff I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Well, we have to bring you back then. Good,
Okay.
we have to bring you back for
Oh,
real.
well, okay. Twist my
Because-
arm, though.
Because
Because she brought
there's a
us
lot of people,
sushi.
has a lot of, and I didn't promote you tonight, by the way.
You didn't? Oh,
No,
shame.
I did it, what, a couple hours, like 3 hours ago?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we were like, and we have dead dogs and all this stuff.
Oh
that I
my
wanna-
jeepers!
I didn't want to talk about, so we're gonna move on. Love you long time. See you
Yeah.
guys.
Louise.
Ciao. Bye.
Bye.
Love you long time.
We have
Long
a dead dog.
time. Hey.